Alright, what's up everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Pyre Community RITE Night, which means, of course, some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, the best way to do so is by joining said Discord server, which you can do by clicking on... This is going to be caps locked, but that should still give you the link there. That link right there. But those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat. You click on that, you'll find all the various requests that you can make today, including things ranging from selecting players' exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan stars are all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop into versus mode here. And we'll set ourselves to our defaults, and let me know if there's anyone who would like to get us started today, as I will hop into said Discord server. There we are. Anor can start. Perfect. Well, let me get the Steam friends going. Okay. For what it's worth, we have a minor change that we've made on the pit, where the order in which the exiles appear for player 2 should now be consistent with other arenas. So that is one small change that we've made since the previous week. But is there anyone here who would like to jump in to face off against Anor? About time. I'll be honest, I did not remember that was the thing at the pit. I know it's a thing at the boat, but I did not remember it was a thing at the pit. Alright, so yes, let us know if anyone else would like to hop in here against Anor. And also let us know if anyone would like to request anything for first match today. There's, you know, there might be a specific theme that we may want to do a bit of today. There's a chance people might end up doing it of their own accord, but otherwise, there might be some reason to make specific requests. I can fill in a little bit if we just need someone to hop in as the second player for a little while as we're waiting for other people to join in. That's always an option. But I would prefer to get you guys in from chat. But if there's no such person, then I can hop in for a bit. Let me just plug in the controller. Are. Okay, and that means I am player 2, and Nor is player 1, so Nor, if you'd like to switch over to Nightwings, or whoever you'd like to be, you're welcome to do so. I could go Pyre Hearts, I could go True Nightwings. I could do either one. Which buttons is... What? Hold on. We have wonky stuff here? Did we change things? Oh, it's, bumpers. Bumpers. Okay, if you're going, do we want to do Nightwings versus True Nightwings, or is that too early? You know, that's a liberation right kind of thing, and not so much a first right of the night kind of thing. However, then again, we have in the past had some concerns about the colors between Nightwings and Pyre Hearts, but maybe we can still make this work. I believe this is still possible. Oh, and let me, we did all that, and then I forgot to actually enter our names and our triumvirates. Give me just a sec once we load in here.
The Nightwings.
Oh, and Nora's favorite arena while we're at it.
On the Pyre Hearts.
Alright, 1 sec, let me just put the information up here. Who's playing it is, well, I am about to write it in. A Nor. And some dude. I don't know how he got here. Who invited that other guy? What's he doing here?
Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, so no requests from chat for this one. You're welcome to take whatever you'd like. And I'm mostly just filled in for the time being. If anyone else wants to jump in, you're welcome to take my spot for the next one. Alright, well, hold on. Hold on. That's a little suspicious. That's a little suspicious. Okay. Okay, then.
Rookie.
Is it now? Okay, well, you know, maybe I'm reading into it too much. Or maybe I'm not. Now, maybe I'm reading into it too much, but then again, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on, just a minute. Did Lids make an offhanded comment, allude to something very briefly that he may or may not have been deliberately hiding from you? Waiting to see if there might have been an occasion on which it might have popped up organically? Only for that very thing to happen on the first match of the night? No, surely not. Lids would never do that.
Dalbert.
That's definitely not the reason why Lids said he was not concerned about matching up Pyre Hearts against Nightwings. Totally not true. I don't know what you're talking about. I simply do not know what you're talking about. This is a perfectly normal match with 3 Kurs against what could potentially be 3 Kurs. You know, there's nothing to see here. There's really nothing to see here. Pyre Hearts looking dope? Exactly. I mean, they always do. But perhaps on this occasion, even more so than usual. Okay, what do I actually want for my 3rd talisman, though? Oh, no! Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I must double check. Prayer beads. Went for the extra presents. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll go... I don't... Hold on. I will go... What do I want? Speed? Damage? Maybe speed. Sure. Sure.
Dalbert.
Alright, here we are.
Now begin.
Nope. Nope, you weren't supposed to do that.
Assert themselves. Oh.
Oh, I almost got you with that other one. Obviously, I was trying to banish the one right in front of me. The other one almost worked.
There.
I guess I'll take it. I guess I'll take it. But it does mean that I'm at... Oh. Oh, no, you're...
I think... Yeah.
No, it's not a coincidence. Okay.
You have to change my batteries. I'm so sorry.
No, no worries. Wait, do you need me to re-invite you?
No, I'm still in, but my controller batteries died and I need to change.
Oh, your batteries died. Gotcha, okay.
Yeah. I will be back in a minute.
Okay,
I'm
no
sorry.
worries. No worries. It happens. So triple cur on the book. I mean, what better way to get things started, right? So I know Alor caught the other thing that was going on here, and maybe Roars did as well with that comment about the Pyre hearts looking dope, but there may have also been one other change that we made, in case that wasn't clear.
Okay, I should be back.
Okay. Do you need a second to double check? All good? Okay. Nice.
Righteous fire.
So I have
Fire
the
on
stun
each
guy
side
left.
burns just as
Back
true.
now. Oh. Nope, back into defensive position.
Oh.
That was double, wasn't it?
Oh.
Oh wait, what? I totally thought that was okay. Now that even with the Raymond colors changed, I thought that guy in the bottom corner was my own Cur. I was like, why can't I switch over to him? Oh, because that's a Norse character. That's my bad.
Poor exile.
Hello.
Oof.
No! Oh, I got greedy.
Again.
No.
Splendid. Tis too close.
Too close. Okay, admittedly, I didn't really want to switch Curs there, although it did end up working out. Nope. Leave me alone.
Ouch. The orb is taken.
Pretty sure that was my Prayer Beats Curse, so I totally should have plunged there. Oh, you got it back? Excuse me.
What happened there?
That's not good. That's not good. Wait, what? Nope. It's getting a little hard to keep track of the curves. Just ignore it. Just ignore that. One moment while Barker comes back. He'll be back soon. That's it. Just stop taking out the other Curs. The Curs did nothing wrong.
The orb.
I'll be honest, I didn't know where I was going to go with that one either.
Now in
Doesn't the book
ceremony of blow
change over time? No, it does not. Also, I totally was reading chat and not paying any attention at all during that round, and you can see how that ended up for me.
The orb is up.
Oh. Ooh, bad time to pass that. Bad time to pass that! Oh no. GG.
The Nightwings prevail. Perhaps a stroke of fortune ought to be thanked. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Well played. Alright, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let me know if anyone wants to take my spot, because as I said, I'm mostly just filling in for the moment. But if other people are ready to go, then you're welcome to take my place. Otherwise, if not, then just let us know if there's something in particular you'd like to see us do. Exiles from Roars, okay. See what Exiles Roars has in mind here. We could still go for other things as well, potentially, if that is also of interest. Player gives the other a prompt. Should pick a character that fits that prompt. Huh. Okay. Okay. To think about that one for a bit, but sure. Sure. Like an adjective or something? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's exactly what Roars has in mind here. See, I can think of at least 1, 2. Sure? Okay. Alright. Let's go for that then.
The Nightwings shall confront the
Much more
Pyre.
neutral arena.
Welcome.
And for your first exile, Honor, you must
Who
take...
shall
Oh wait,
conduct
no, is this... Should I
the
make this the
rites?
first, or should I make this the last? Make that the last. Let's go for the scariest exile first. The map's gonna be in order? Complete coincidence thus far, but who knows, maybe. First one is the scariest exile. Nor goes Udmilda. The sassiest exile. Oh, okay. I feel like there's at least one obvious answer. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything that doesn't immediately come to mind, but could also be... Oh, there's at least a couple. There's at least a couple. Anyone over here? I mean, who knows about the modded exiles? For all we know, Lady River is extremely sassy. Or Soxiana. I feel like the safe pick here is either to go Hamatha or to go Snadra. I'll go Hamatha. Okay, let's see. I know what I want your last one to be, but what is this one? This one will be... How about the most athletic? The most athletic exile. Up to you how you want to interpret that. Okay, so she'll go Headwind for most athletic. I went Hamatha for the sassiest. The edgiest. Okay, well, I mean, this is also, I feel like, a pretty clear-cut choice. I mean, it has to be Tamitha, right? I don't know who else you could make it. Right? Has to be Tamitha. Unless, again, you go for something like Zoxiana, but who knows about that? I feel like you have to go that route. Okay. Then... I feel like Fell Swoop is a little bit edgier. Could even make her Web Lanthorn Harp in that case. Maybe you do that. Oh, Lendl as well. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, so this one obviously is going to be the most stylish exile. Well, I mean, it had to be done, right?
Exile.
Okay. It's okay. Anor knows. Anor knows. She would never take anyone other than Gareth for that. Stylish one? Okay. Obviously, it's Gareth. Obviously, it's Gareth. There really is no other correct choice in this situation. Okay, so it's what? It's scariest Udmilda, athletic Headwind, stylish Gareth. Then for me, it's sassiest Pamitha, edgiest Tamitha, stylish Gareth.
Exile.
Exactly. Exactly. Phaler knows. Phaler knows. Phaler understands. Like, only the most stylish man on the dab side can do this. Maybe. Oh. And by that I mean, be a sacrificial lamb on multiple occasions. Oh, that was supposed to be a fell swoop. That also is not the right exile to salute with. You know, we're working it out here. We're working out how these three ought to work together. No! I was starting to make my move. That's not gonna work.
There.
Somehow that did, though.
Oh,
Yes, the harp. Please, the harp. Oh, hello, Gareth. No, don't block that.
has been stayed.
I didn't know he was over there still.
Now to the flame.
Somehow, that's numerous occasions on which I've accidentally jumped straight into the barrier and still managed to avoid the cast.
Glorious. The orbs engulfed.
Oh, your ore was big enough? Excuse me. I don't believe that. Oh, and you were very quick. Hello there.
'Twas flung right in. How very fortunate
Uh-oh.
for the Pyre hearts.
Oh, also uh-oh. Also uh-oh.
A banishment.
No! Ooh, you still got it. You did still get it. Nope. Enough of your sound effects, Lendl! Oh no, Headwind. Yeah, Headwind makes the sound effects. No, does Lendl as well?
A show of strength.
Makes the running man sound. Shoo! Oh, I walked straight into that one. Nope, fine. Okay, maybe you do. Oh, you still got it!
Once more like that. And
No! Bad Crow.
Flames of freedom. There.
Excuse me? Nope. GG.
The Night Wings prevailed. And such a well-conducted victory it was. Thus end this night's proceedings.
Alright, well played. We'll head on back here. That was two
Until
teams
the next rite.
that were... it's kind of the superlatives of the downside, if you will. The most stylish, the most athletic. So on and so forth. So let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see for the next one. Also, let us know if anyone wants to jump in here, as I'm happy to swap out if anyone else wants to get in. Oh. Hold on, though. Customize is turned off here. That does make matters interesting. Randomize exiles, masteries, and talismans. Won't even get to see what those things are in advance, just gonna get thrown straight into the action. Could still do arena, could still do song if either of those are of interest, but otherwise just about everything is accounted for here. So let's get going.
The Night Wings versus...
Okay, let's see. Nor it is Crone, Sap, demon that might even be Orlek. I also have a demon who is definitely Orlek. I have the Nightwings. I have the true Nightwings. And that is also Orlek for an ore. Rude. Okay, I have portals confirmed. Don't you sidestep my Orlek with your Orlek. Hello. You know, maybe not the best idea to just walk through that. Maybe should have been a little more sneaky about doing that. What? Oh, that was a well-timed shield. It's a very well-timed shield.
Pyre is the first to falter.
Mainly, maybe the Truce of Nightwings.
Now then.
Also, Anor did predict the arena. Trying to see what I have. Oh, I have the extra starting Pyre life on Orlek. Okay. I know that much. I determined if I get the extra speed after going through the portal, or the infinite stamina after going through the portals. Don't think I've checked that. I've also determined I do not have Celestial Spike, so I basically just pass it directly to the opposing team. Oh, Nor has Banishing Throws on her sap. That's kind of interesting.
The Nightwing's Pyre burns brighter for now.
Okay, I do not automatically explode with my imp. I do not. What? I think my imp has the salute. He must. That was also a very bad idea. Yes, I do this. Wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted on my imp. You'll never catch me. You will catch me immediately, in fact. I've Web Lanthorn on Headwind. So close. So close to being so good. Until it wasn't.
Meddlesome imp.
Meddlesome imp, indeed. That's actually not what I wanted to do.
Now to the flame. No.
That is. What? Hold on. One moment, please.
Why, that was all of them.
Come on, Orlek.
The orb
Righteous Flame. Okay, I've got some life back to my Pyre then. A little bit of leech on Orlek. That's not bad. I can work with that. Nope, bad Orlek. Bad Orlek.
The demon
Don't do that.
Devastating blow. The Nightwings edge closer to victory.
Nope. Stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense. I totally should have jumped. But by that I mean I definitely intended to jump. Oh, right, you can finish with the throws. Forgot about that for a second. No, you stay away with that. You stay away with that. Ooh.
Good.
Stop hiding. Oh! Except I can do that! Haha! This one's Orlek. He is a very speedy howler. Wow. Okay, thank you. I did. It was a trap. I did, in fact, want you to banish him. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you! No! So close! Orlek is back! And I've at least withstood the feral curse. You stay away from Orlek, please? You stay away from Orlek, please? You please stay away from Orlek? No! You had enough on that jump. You will never catch this. You will never catch this.
There goes Tizo.
I only let you catch that because I wanted you to catch that. It was all part of the plan. Oh, Okay. No, actually, you don't need to banish me. I will banish me.
Well, I dare say. Now go on.
I do not want that orb.
More. The orb.
This totally is not a trap. I definitely did not deliberately sacrifice my imp to you to give for more dangerous portal. Am I gonna do it? Am I not gonna do it? No. That was a bad idea. That did not go according to plan. No, I need to banish you. I have the wet lanthorn on Headwind. I just wanted more like that.
An interesting.
Except it didn't work. Oh, what? No!
How's
Oh,
that?
well, that's unfortunate. Run away. It does that as if it gives him infinite stamina. It does not. Nope, I wanted you to stay there. Okay, that's fine. Run, Orlek! Run, Orlek! No, I needed the stamina!
Return ere long.
No, I needed... I need the web lanthorn.
Call there now.
I also did not want that. Or that. Or that.
Hearts banished to
Yeah,
the
that's not ideal. That's, needless to say, that was not
land.
ideal.
It is done.
GG.
'Twas as though the scribes themselves stood by their side. The rite is ended.
Alright, well played. Let's head on back. What was,
Until the
an interesting
stars
match.
align.
Random crone salute, random imp salute. Some Orlek action. Oh, wait. That's why you were wondering if it was going to be this spring. Yeah? That is true. That is true. So what, that means the cairn would be next? What is the probability? How many arenas are there? We could figure out what the probability that would be. What, like 10-ish arenas? So it should be 1 in 1,000 already that's happened that way? Okay, let's see. Phaler says 3 of a kind for exiles. At the nest. No, Phaler will break it! He'll break it! How could you, Phaler? How could you? It was a 1 in 1,000 chance. About to go on a 1 in 10,000. How could you? How could you?
The Night Wings shall now face the Pyre Hearts. Welcome.
Alright, so it's 3 of a kind for
Who
exiles.
shall conduct the rites?
What do we think? What do we think? I feel like this is not usually an arena we would target as a place for 3 of a kind.
Volfred.
Menorcos walking in the triple saps. Okay, how do I respond to that? What is the correct answer against saps? I feel like... I'm not about to go triple sap versus triple sap. That's not gonna happen. Demons is not a terrible idea. Nomads, I feel like, is not a good idea. Furs be a little bit tough, but maybe that could potentially work. Savages, kinda, sorta. Imps, maybe. Worms would probably be tough. Harps,
Well,
hit or miss. Drones, I think, would also be pretty difficult. Maybe if you get the range throw on drones? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go... Let's go imps. I think the portals could be quite useful. Yeah. Talismans. Obviously, one should have the Lanthorn. But outside of that... Sure, I guess we lead with that? That might not be the... no. Let's lead... Let's lead Titan Tooth.
Tizo.
Dark Night Wings look awesome. They just got darker. What? I didn't notice anything. What are you talking about, Lids? Well, it just got lighter again. Oh no, don't. Don't do this. Oh no. Just one? Alright, if you say so. We could be here for a while.
Manly.
Okay. So let's go... Ooh. Do we want this one to be Messenger Imp, or do we want this one to be Raji? This feels like more of a Raji setup to me. I don't know. That coloration. So just to confirm. The light, the rekindling there. Okay, yeah, you didn't there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. And... I didn't take that on Tizo, did I? I don't think it... Ooh. Yeah, in hindsight, I might have wanted you to go with a different setup, but so be it. I guess... You... are doing... Rare Vids? Question mark?
Exile.
Yeah, we'll have to take 10 more, though. Has she figured it out? Has she figured it out? last one for me. I don't think I've taken the Lanthorn yet, so I will do that on Messenger Imp here. Let's see. So I mean, he's pretty similar color-wise to Tizo there, I would say. He's pretty similar, at least at the moment. At least he was pretty similar to Tizo. But I feel like, you know, at times maybe that's just a little too hard to distinguish. So maybe we just make it a little bit easier to distinguish.
Your decision.
Okay, so I already did. All right, your Lanthorn. Okay, so it's gonna set up here, I think. Oops. Hold on. Hold on just a second here. Hold on just a second here. Still gotta wake up and eat the coffee. What is he doing? What is he doing? Well, if you're perceptive, you may have picked up on it.
Begin.
Alright, let us begin.
Yes.
Now, do I immediately forget what I put on all of my imps? Yes. Yes, I do. That one was Titan Tooth. I remember that much. Not so fast. Oh, okay, maybe yes. Maybe that fast. Thought I was gonna dodge that. Didn't quite have the distance I needed, though. Don't mind me. Oh, that's unfortunate.
The orb.
Yeah, we also chose like the two most defensive classes. So this could definitely be a while.
A bit of a blunder.
Oh, oops. Forgot the imps are capable of accidentally leaping in, just from sprinting alone. I would like if you would not take out Tizo. I'd prefer if you didn't do that. I would prefer if you didn't do that.
None left unscathed.
Oops. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Oh. Can't I jump?
Wilfred banished.
Oh, there we go. Please leave my imps alone. Please leave my imps alone. Wait, you... Oh, no! All that effort just to finally get my Titan Tooth imp over there. And then here you come with your Titan Tooth sap just to spoil all the fun.
The orb.
I'll have you know, it took a long time to get Tizo over there. Oh, nope. You leave Tizo alone. You leave Tizo alone. Tizo is innocent.
The
No!
orb is up.
Don't do that.
Banished all of them.
Excuse me? I am unable to move. The Jin melee was unable to move for a second there.
A flame is stricken.
What's up, Blood Princess? How's it going? We are doing. Oh, nope. None of that nonsense. We are doing triple imps versus triple saps at the moment. That was not my prayer beads imp. That is not good news for me. It's not good news for me. Nope, leave Tiso alone. He's critical to my success. In more ways than one. Tiso. Tiso! Tiso!
Now there's a proper dousing. It seems the Night Wings are a bit ahead.
I would have liked to have taken the extra damage on my prayer beads imp, but it did not work out that way, unfortunately. Aha. Oh, no! That's also your Titan Tooth Sap again? Stop doing that.
In goes the orb.
Going well. Going well. We're still in relatively early stages. Oh, well shielded. Well shielded and well blinked.
Let's see you Night Wings keep this up.
Leave Tiso alone! He's a very important imp.
There.
Oh, well, you know, we're not going to talk about that. We're just not going to talk about that. Leave Tiso alone. It is important that you leave Tiso alone. That was not leaving Tiso alone. Although he did almost still manage to do his job, nonetheless. That did not work, according to plan.
The orb is taken.
That's unfortunate. No! I don't know how you could have possibly predicted that that's what I was about to do. Yeah, I need to memorize which one your Titan Tooth Sap is. It's kind of important. I think that's the prayer beads one, but I could definitely be wrong. Okay, it was. Oh, don't do that. Oh, stop bouncing! Stop bouncing! Tiso. Tiso! Get in position, Tiso. That's not position, Tiso. That was not your proper positioning. Oh, nor was that. Oh, that almost worked. Also, that was my attempt to banish all of your saps in one fell swoop. It did not work nearly as well as I thought it would. Uh-oh. Now, please switch to that imp. Thank you. Come on, speedy imp!
Solution. Now then.
Uh-oh. 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 Have to settle for that. Have to take what I can get there. Not ideally the way I'd use Tiso, but ooh, that was not the way that I mean, no, that was totally exactly how I planned that to play out. 100%. 100% the way that I thought that was going to play out.
Poor messenger imp.
I'm totally not going to go through that portal. You definitely don't need to worry about me going through that portal. That was not what I meant to do. Oh, that was close.
It was but a lowly imp.
I see what you're doing. Nope. I will not take the bait. Oh, just barely.
Sorry, Wilfred.
Nope. I'm totally about to make my move, except that I'm not. Definitely don't need to be worried at all about me making my move.
Ouch.
Oh, that was interesting. Oh, that's your tight tooth. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I got greedy. Oh, I got very greedy. I'll be honest, I didn't see where that was. It's a race! No!
So much for Wilfred.
I will win the race! Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, no, that was a bad idea for me.
Goes the orb.
Oh, is he quick enough? Is he quick enough? Only time will tell. Only time will tell!
The orb quenches the flame. Into the
That was the prayer bead simp! That's huge! Oof. Oof indeed. Almost as oof-like as that. Portal, 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 portal. Oh no, the sapling! Everything is fine. Everything is not fine. Everything might still be fine. Everything is still fine.
The sacred miracle.
That might have been the prayer bead simp.
The flames alive.
I'm not sure. But there's the rekindling.
Oh.
That was bad timing. It was not the prayer bead simp. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I don't know why you would put a sapling on the portal. Clearly, I would never just go straight through a portal like that. I mean, honestly, I'm offended that you think I would be so straightforward as to do that. Tizo, please return, Tizo. Thank you. Oh, what's the matter? It seems as though you are stunned. That was bad.
Now further their
That was not great. Nope, run, Tizo! Ah, that wasn't quick enough. Wasn't quick enough to save him. I could really use Tizo back right now. This would be the perfect time to get Tizo going.
The orb is taken.
Oh, that's obviously not how that was supposed to play out. What's the matter? Oh, that did not go according to plan either.
Quite an exchange. Now then.
Almost a big one. I need the stamina though. I need the stamina though! Oh, or can go straight in. I know you don't want to block him. I know you don't want to block him. Tizo's a very special imp. Uh-oh. But I could really use that special imp right about now. That was close. This is a little risky. No, don't fall in the sapling. Yes. I also do not want to do that. Uh-oh. That's very, very not good. No.
Someone there rose to the occasion.
Got greedy. That's also not a good idea. Oh no. Oh no. This might be a lose-lose situation right now.
Now to the flame.
Move in, imps. Move in, imps. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna work, right? Surely there's no way that works. Oh. Almost still. If I had not accidentally exploded with the second imp, that might have still worked out. No, I know that's the one that you want to have there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's kind of scary. That's a little bit scary. Oh, I wasn't quick enough. I wasn't quick enough. Well done! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's kind of scary. Oh, hello. So close! Oh, don't worry about that portal. There's nothing to be even remotely concerned about with that portal. Oh, it almost worked. It almost worked.
Vanished from this place.
No! Oh, that's the Titan Tooth one! Oh, no! And that moved my portal. But it had to be done! Oh.
Good.
I saw that's not coming in. I should have seen that one too. Now, I know he's the quick one!
That's it.
No. Oh, that's probably game. Unless it isn't. Unless it isn't. Oh, that's close though. That's pretty close though. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Can I intercept? Probably not. Probably not, but it's not enough. But it's not enough.
'Tis taken.
Back at full strength. I'm back at full strength, baby. It's almost like he forgot that he could survive one hit. Tizo's back. Tizo's back, and that's all I need.
Not the messenger imp.
Oh, I needed to pass to that messenger imp. Nope. 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 Nope.
One false move.
Oh,
Messenger
well
imp.
shielded. Well shielded. leaves. He's alone. That was interesting.
Both banished.
Oh, what happened to your other sap? The one who can block me.
The Nightwings seem to be falling behind.
We are back in this situation, and I don't particularly like it.
Meddlesome imp.
No!
Banished all of them.
Oh no, the timing! The timing! Oh, he's moving! He's moving! No! GG! Oh, well played.
Their pyre nearly was extinguished there, but no. The ceremony is complete.
So close. A great matchup.
Until the next rite.
Alright, and it looks like iRotor is ready to hop in. So iRotor, if you would like to hop in and take my spot, you are welcome to do so, assuming Anor, you could stick around for a little while longer. Good for a while? Okay, great. So in that case, let me get iRotor going. Yeah, how long was that match? I mean, that's, for what it's worth, that is the location of the original longest rite ever, and it did feature, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the exiles from that matchup as well. The origin of the original RITE NITE Civil War. I doubt it compared to that. I doubt it was anywhere near that long, but it was a fairly long length match, nonetheless. Okay, and if one of you could just confirm, I mean, I would say I assume that iRotor is player 2, but then again, I really can't assume those things ever with remote play.
I'm that too.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and iRotor, who would you like to be today?
Withdrawn.
Withdrawn? Okay. Ooh. There we are. Okay. And we had a song request that I did not recognize. Hold on. And Barrick, you know you can't request that, unless that's some clever way of wording something else. Which, given what you just did for that second one, I have to imagine is the case. But it's now so far up in Twitch chat that I would have to scroll back to see what it was and think it over, and I would have to tab out of the game to do that. Which is my way of saying, please just tell me what song you want. Hey, no mind. Okay, so Dread Design is the actual one. Anything else beyond that?
Yeah, but travel train.
What was it?
Team change would be nice.
Oh. You can do that, iRotor. You know how to do that.
Controller, I don't think. I think the switching via keys doesn't really work.
Hold on, let's see. Huzzah, Hazoo. iRotor is player 2.
Try. I don't think. No, I cannot change it.
Okay, never mind that. Okay, not seeing anything else request-wise then, so why don't we get this one started up?
Night Wings versus the Withdrawn.
Wait, and this would have been the next one. Nor, this would have been the next one, right? If not for Phaler's Nest of Trieste request.
The rites.
Would have been a 1 in 10,000 chance or something like that. There's probably more arenas than just 10, so actually a even smaller probability. Phaler, you may have ruined everything. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We had the book, then we had the ridge, then we had the spring, and we were going to get the cairn. Until somebody came in and requested the Nest of Trieste, and everything was ruined.
Alma.
20-ish minutes, we think, is about how long that match took. That sounds about right. But I'm afraid that to compete for the longest match ever, you need to get up above 40 minutes, so, that one was long, yes, but not really in the same caliber as those other matches. The one that, started the first Civil War, and a few after that were around the same length as well. Right, so Nor seems to perhaps be going the starting trio here. My rotor has Almer the Savage, Halmas the Sap, and now Raji with the Titan Tooth for stuns. So here we are with our first matchup between Nor and Irotor today. Here is Jotariel, knocking back some defenders, clearing out a little bit of space for a quick throw here. Just 9 damage though, far from the full 30. Almer teleports to the orb and jumps in.
Into the fires of his foe.
Nor power casts and banishes too with Headwind. Picks the orb back up, and then he's banished. There is a little bit of magic of the Can Singularity variety, perhaps. But Anor making it through with Rupee, unfazed by whatever dark arts Irotor is practicing.
A rude predicament for the Withdrawn.
And now plenty of time for Headwind, as the Hockey Puck nearly moved him in there. But he throws for 20 and also leeches back 10 Pyre Life for Anor. Huge implosion there, and even Headwind takes himself out after casting against that sapling, but still time for Jody. Has to cut it slightly short, though, for 26. That means Jotariel now the only exile Anor has who could finish this one with 1 score. She is conveniently the only one who Anor has left at the moment. Jody making her move. There it is, but there is some rekindling. So Irotor holds on for now with just 10 Pyre Life. Shoulder smash from Headwind gets rid of Almer. Headwind follows up. Will he look to do it himself? No, he can't. So Irotor, Almer, pops in. And Prayer Beads means that at least until he gets banished via cast, Almer would have been in for this round. Anor tries to loop around with Rookie and nearly does. Almer tries again, but blocks. And now banished. Jody blocks. But banishes the defender. Tidetooth stunned, though, helps Irotor to follow up with the banishment. Can't hide quickly enough behind the Hockey Pucks. But the sapling bounces the cast back at Anor and clears out room for a 15 damage imp throw for Irotor. Headwind continuing to do work here with those casts, however, he has also banished himself on a few occasions. Irotor just goes straight in with the imp. No prayer beads on that imp. So that means he is down to just Ulmer, and now just Palmas. Make that just nobody. Oh, but Hedwyn falls into the sapling, buying Ironer just enough time to get Ulmer back. And bullet dodged for Ironer. As not only does he avoid getting scored on for the deciding point, he even scores himself there and is now back at full strength.
Didn't see it coming.
Huge cast still from Hedwyn, though. With a stun from Rookie. Can't quite find his way through, though. Palmas momentarily protected himself, but now it is just Raji. Trying to use that hockey puck strategically. Oh, and just short on the jump there from Ulmer, although Raji's on a banishing spree. Gets rid of everybody. When Rookie returns. Here he is. Oh, huge banishments once again from Hedwyn. But there's the portal. Ironer sneaks behind the defenders and throws it in for 12.
Into the adversary's flame.
Ulmer over jumps. Tried to follow up with the throw, but couldn't get it off in time. Rookie finds the opening for the deciding plunge.
Nightwings prevail. Perhaps they do deserve their freedom after all.
GG.
The rite is done.
All right, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
Oh, and Blood Princess comes in and says, I do not want you selecting your own Exile's Mastery's Talismans. Who needs that anyway? What we need is a little bit of chaos by turning Customize off. Okay, we could still do a song. We could still do an arena. Let's reset ourselves because we had locked in Dread Design before. Let there be chaos. Indeed. Alright, looks like that may be all. We shall see what we get here. I mean, you can place your bets now for at least one Cursed Talisman, of course, but beyond that, remains to be seen.
The Nightwings shall take.
Do we just go once again to the next arena?
Withdrawn.
It is Sap, Imp, Cur for Nor. It is Worm, Harp, and second Worm for Ironer. Ironer checks for the Worm. Sloop does not have it, at least not on Deluge.
Worm.
That leaves just Pam at the back defensively. Nor blocked. Oh, but gets rid of the defender. Rookie, or rather, Delbert actually causes some trouble here.
Yes.
And there it is. There it is. It wouldn't be customized off. If do both people have a Black Hoof character? Both people have a Black Hoof character. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? At least one Cursed Talisman. And lo and behold, both players have a Cursed Talisman. The same one, no less. Doesn't stop Anor from throwing it in here, though, for 15 with her Imp.
Good.
Right, Wisp? Looks like that must have been on Messenger Imp, I think, for Anor.
Resplendent.
Albert comes through once again. Oh, and that is Black Hoof on Ironer's leading Exile, and that is painful. That initial Orb Race is not a good time for Ironer, that means. Look at that fell swoop, though. Fantastic execution from Ironer on that. He's thinking about going off the wall. You know he's thinking about it. But he goes straight in with Deluge.
The orb is taken.
Another big fell swoop. And suddenly, everyone down, at least momentarily, but Dalbert makes a a valiant return of sorts. Kerr style on this occasion. Now, Rotor can't do much here offensively with Gilman, but now needs him defensively. He goes down, though. Lenore can't do anything with that Volfred. So a bit of a standoff there. With some serious speed off the wall for my Rotor, but unable to execute.
Swift recovery.
Lenore also trying to go off the wall. Rotor waits for the stamina, gets it back, tries to go off the wall. But unsuccessful there as well. Both players a little bit predictable, perhaps, as the opposing player knows that whoever has the black hoof, well, they aren't really a threat. Here comes Dalbert. Oh, he nearly snuck past. Rotor with Pamitha. Not quite quick enough. And I Rotor left with only a black hoof character. That's not a situation he wants to be in. Lenore gives I Rotor enough time here to get Pamitha back. Dalbert blocks, but banishes the defender. That activates that. Must be a Typhoon bottle, because I Rotor does not have any saps. But still Lenore, close enough to the Pyre to manage a 20-point plunge. Does mean no Dalbert in this round, though. Now, Lenore was stuck with one sap who couldn't pick up the orb, and my Rotor Harp pushes him out of the way.
The orb is up.
Lenore, possibly deliberately, throws the orb, or drops the orb on top of her Pyre such that it inadvertently hits it and bounces back out.
That one I'd be rather angry.
Relatively dangerous portal for Lenore here, although she might not need it. As she goes straight in with Dalbert, and that drops I Rotor down to just 5 Pyre life.
The rite has nearly ended. That's it.
Pamitha trying to break through the sap and sapling. Lenore can't do anything offensively with that Volfred. Rotor knows that.
There.
So for Nor, it's all up to Messenger, but he's now gone.
Yes.
Pamitha gets rid of one of the defenders. Volfred's still there. Still causing some trouble, no less. The Numbing Gust and Typhoon Bottle slowing both players down. Deluge gets Messenger in. Lenore still has it here. Somehow, some way, makes it through for the winning score.
The Night Wings prevail. Their fire burns, whilst
GG.
that of their adversaries is but ash. The rite is complete.
All right, now Rotor says, hold on just a second. We need to try that again.
Until the next rite.
More customize off for this one. Again, could still do an arena, could still do a song. Otherwise, just about everything accounted for here. Snack Soul, okay. There we are. So yeah, we've actually had every arena in order. Thus far, at least. Outside of the one where we hard-locked the Nesta Trieste. Alright, so... yeah, not counting the requests, exactly. So customize off match here once again. Let's jump in. We'll see if we once again get a bunch of cursed talismans. That sounds boat-like to me.
The Night Wings.
No, it's the fall.
Face
False
the
alarm.
withdrawn.
It's double Cur and looks like Nomad for Nor. Whereas on Iroder's side, it is double Imp and Crone. This is actually one of the withdrawn setups, is it not? With Udmilda as Iroder's Crone, no less. This is very authentic. Canonically accurate.
How comical.
Iroder using that portal aggressively, although now defenseless, at least until Udmilda returns here. Nor can bring back her exiles by stepping on their portraits. Usually not a huge factor when you have Curs that come back quickly, but Iroder's plunging in here as he was trying to set up that throw, but momentum took him in, and it looks like somebody has the moon drops that they are creating here. I didn't see what the source of it was, though. Should be somebody. Well, there it is. It's Tizo, I think. Unless that was Raji, one of Iroder's imps. Iroder not quick enough on the throw. His Headwind was quicker on the cast. Yeah, it's Raji. Raji is the one. With Fairy Spirit, creating the moon drops. While Iroder was picking up those moon drops, Anor plunges for 15. That actually means, ooh, 15 damage on Delbert. That must mean he's at 100% left side per. Which, outside of missing out on the 5 extra damage, the other aspects of that are certainly not bad. Should be quick and triple hopping Cur. Does mean comes back from banishment more quickly as well, which again, with the Sacred Bond, not a huge deal in that case. Perhaps Sacred Bond, a bit of a waste. But Iroder plunges and is now making his move with... Is it Raji? Is it a Howler? No, surely that can't be Raji, can it? They're both Howlers. They are both Howlers.
An interesting exchange.
An interesting exchange indeed.
Fall of the Night Wings.
Oh, can he do it? Can he do it? Believe in the power of the Howler. Dalbert may be quick though, but Rookie seems like he very much is not.
Such fervor.
Oh, Iroder dodges, goes into Howler form. Can he do it? Can he do it? Dalbert, there he is. There's that mobility. Displayed well by Nor. Nor blocking the portal entrance, however, as soon as she's no longer manning it, Iroder makes his way through and is now in an attacking position here with Udmilda. That throw is unblockable and it has enough on it.
Aim was true.
Landing for 30.
Now go on just once more.
Tizo lines up the throw. Or does he?
Into the adversary's
Oh, but look at that. Perhaps it was all a trap. Somehow, Dalbert avoids the banishment there, as Iroder nearly set his trap to perfection, banishing the entirety of Nor's scene, but there it is, the plunge. I'll be honest, it was quick enough, I couldn't tell if that was in Howler form or not.
It wasn't.
It wasn't, darn.
It was. The rite is ended.
GG. Alright, we'll head on back.
Until the stars align.
Hope egg on one of the... Oh. Was it on your Cur that... You had at least one Cur with the, and I'm forgetting the name of it. The one that has a chance of bringing you back from banishment after 1 second. Because that would be unfortunate. You had a whole bunch of ways to bring yourself back from banishment more quickly. Except you had a bunch of exiles who naturally came back from banishment quickly. Lucky Break, yeah. You had a Lucky Break Cur with Sacred Bond, which already felt like that was maybe not the best of mixes. But Then if you had Hope Egg on the other Kern, that means the other Kern also had a good chance of coming back or was guaranteed to come back very quickly. On the class that is already, I think, the fastest for respawn times, the highest hopes by default, the Curse. Alright, let's see. We now have a mastery request from Amberic. This is for Rite Exile. What do you mean, Rite Exile? I mean, there's like a top, middle, and a bottom, but not usually a right and left. Maybe, depending on the arena, the setup is slightly different and can sort of be left, right, and center, but usually it's top, middle, bottom. Right from the point of view of the first... So bottom. Bottom is right. Okay.
Top player 1. Top player 2 is the officer.
Yes. Correct. Correct. I feel like this is just a needless way, making this way harder to figure out what you're going for, but okay. Oh, nice to see. Gotcha. We're waiting for the boat. That's supposed to be the next one to show up, although we did have a Fall of Solium that unceremoniously showed up. Oh, hold on. Roros might be going for exile requests as well. We do have just enough time to do that.
The Night Wings.
Now we're skipping over to the Glade.
The withdrawn.
Now you're confusing me. Is right now in front of you of the first one, or is it bottom?
Who shall conduct
That's a different
the
for each
rites?
player, you know.
For player 1, the right side would be the bottom. Player 2, the right side would be the top. Right?
Yeah, when Rafu just...
2
bottom
worms,
of
1
P1,
Orlek as well.
Okay. Top of P2. Okay, I misread it. It's all fine.
2 worms, 1 Orlek. No order necessary, but that is not Orlek. And because the mastery request does affect which masteries you're allowed to take, depending on which position you go for here, there's something to be said for
Sir Gilman.
some strategery behind which exile goes where.
Orlek.
So Manor leads Worm, whereas Iverter leads Orlek.
Orlek.
Manor goes Orlek second for all left side, quick throwing talisman as well. So almost the meta Orlek setup.
Sir Gilman.
An exploding Gilman, all left side for Iroder. His last choice, all right side on Lady River.
Exile.
With some extra defensive support from the talisman. And Iroder will do the same. Alright, so masteries based on what position players chose to take their exiles in. And then a requirement that it be Orlek plus 2 worms. We did see both players switch things up a little bit. They did not take exactly the same setup, as Iroder put Orlek in the middle, whereas Nor took him second. So, by extension, that means that Nor has different masteries on Orlek than Iroder does. But here is Nor's Orlek, pouring it in for 25.
Tis taken.
Iroder looking to return the favor. Nor has it back, and follows up with another, this time 24 damage throw. It's one less than the maximum, and that does, of course, mean there's a non-zero chance Iroder might find himself holding on with one Pyre life later on, but at the moment, he is the one scoring for the full 25 with Orlek. Orlek versus Orlek, and well, Orlek wins out. That being Iroder's Orlek, banishes one defender, banishes the last defender.
Now to the flame.
And Orlek with enough time here
Throw it in.
to throw it in for 25. Which means Iroder ahead by precisely one Pyre life at the moment, and that is perhaps significant.
Caught out.
As Anor does still need 3 scores here, whereas Iroder potentially just needs 2. But there is
Flung the orb
a
into the
16
flame.
damage throw from Anor, and now she is within 2-score range,
His pyre burns brighter for the
at least for Orlek. So in that way, the players are functionally tied, unless we see some worms that make the math a little more complicated. Gilman. He starts going through, but he's blocked. Both players Orlek-less. It is only Lady River back defensively for Iroder, but now Gilman returns. And Orlek does as well. And suddenly it is a complete reversal as Anor has no one left,
A true aimed thrust into the fire.
giving plenty of time for Orlek to throw it in for Iroder.
Show of
And now a full
strength from
damage
Nightwing's
throw or
opponents.
plunge from Orlek is sufficient for Iroder, and this could be just the opportunity he was looking
It
for.
is done. The withdrawn prevail.
GG.
The scribes themselves surely have taken note. The rite is complete.
Alright, well played, you two. Now let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
Alright, and Nor needs a minute unless someone else wants to jump in and take her spot. Which I take to mean, given the way that she phrased it, that she is okay with swapping out now if someone else is interested in getting in. If not, then, you know, we could of course scheme something up. Phaler can do it about 10. Okay, so it sounds like in that case, at least for now, we'll stick with Anor and Iroder, and maybe we'll get Phaler in after another match or two. But is there anything that we would like to do to set this one up? Iroder. And okay. No, Beric, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Beric, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, so, I mean, it doesn't look like we have any requests in that case. Doesn't seem as though anyone has come up with anything here in particular. You know, no worries. You know, obviously, we've done a lot of stuff. We've done a lot of stuff over the course of RITE NITE's history, and therefore... Okay, no, we do have a thrash pack. We do at least have a thrash pack. I was gonna say, you know, sometimes might be the faintest of memories of some interesting stuff we've done, but can't quite put the details together. It happens. Making it a mod to add scribe stuff to the team's inventory, that could be very interesting. That could spice things up a little bit, I suppose. Not exactly sure how that would work in practice, but I would be curious to see how that would play out. Could be a good addition. And Anor turns customize off. Okay, well, let's do it then. Let's do it then. Just be more forgiving. Yeah, misclicks. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, and there's plenty of room on the second page, of course.
The Nightwings.
Assuming that's where you throw it in. Okay, so we are at the Isle of Kalimur. It is Crone, Sap, and Savage for Anor, Imp, Cur, and Savage for Iroder. Both players checking to see what abilities they have. Anor makes her move, but is banished. Stowaway for Iroder hops in, but rekindling for 50. Anor with Bertrude. now Gareth, ever so stylish, to take the match.
The Night Wings prevail. A rite conducted with aplomb.
Honora's like, what just happened?
Loss end
Why
this
did rekindling
night's
trigger immediately, and
proceedings.
why did I just win after one score? I don't know what you're talking about, Honora.
It was my initial
Until
reaction,
the
yes.
stars align.
We definitely did not change the amount of Pyre life that both players started with while you were gone, and expect for it to be a one-score match, only for you to come in with 50 rekindling randomly from the customize off.
Lucky me.
Alright, well, is there anything we'd like to have for the next one, then? We tried to play Honor, and Honor played us. Sap magic indeed. Is that actually what the voice said? Because if so, that is very accurate. If not, then it's what he should have said. Full Fred, deal with it. I mean, we have a playable Howler. It does require that you take a specific mastery on the imps that is not often something that players voluntarily take, but it does exist. Oh no. Oh no. Baylor and Barrack are up to something. Oh dear. Alright, but do we have anything in mind for this next match, though? Or after a rather chaotic one the previous time round, do we want to keep it relatively normal the next one? Just in it for the memes, man. Just in it for the memes. You gotta respect that. Okay, Roars is going Exiles and... Whoa, hold on! Let's see. Roars, technically, yeah, won the race here. So we'll go Exiles from Roars, and then next time, remind me, Blood Princess, and we'll do your customize off. Okay, so Roars says 2 of a kind, and the opponent chooses the third one, or, you know, the one that is not a repeat. So basically, you get to choose what your double is, your duo. But then your opponent picks whatever that other class is. Okay. Okay. Sure. Let's make it happen.
The Night Wings shall confront
Alright, we're at the care,
withdrawer.
for whatever that's worth.
Welcome.
So you pick 2 of a
Who
kind
shall conduct
that you're
the
going to
rites?
take, and your opponent picks the other class for you. Does the order matter
So-
at all here?
When do I pick the class?
Yeah, because we kind of need to know, like, is Honor gonna start with one of her 2 of a kind immediately? Or does I rotor... Or if Honor doesn't want to start with one of her duos, does I rotor just go immediately? Does I rotor need to say immediately what his choice is going to be for Honor? And then Honor can pick wherever that goes. Yeah, that's her
Decide.
choice. What is the order in which the exiles go, / the order in which the players learn of what that opposing team selection is going to be for them? I mean, I assume a 2 of a kind first, and then the wild card is last. Yeah, that way the wild card, I feel like, is more impactful. Because if Iroder just told you right now what he was going to give you for the wild card, then I feel like that's too easy to work around it. And that takes away some of the impact of that wild card. So that means Anor is locking in double Nomad here. And Iroder seems to be locking in a double Savage with Prayer Beads Ulmer. Okay, so there's Snadra, the second Nomad for Nor, and we're expecting a second Savage here for my rotor. Quick throwing stowaway. Now the third selection is up to Rotor here. Snadra does look pretty awesome there. Demon?
A demon?
Yes.
Okay.
Demon it is. Ghost Wife indeed for Snadra. I mean, it's canonically accurate. It is true to the source material. So Anor goes Speedy Jody in the last spot. Now Anor is picking for Iroder with this last selection.
An imp.
An imp? Okay. I feel like both players fairly kind with the class that they gave their opponents there. Few players would say no to an extra imp, but it is Anor getting very aggressive. Those Headwind power casts. Oh, but Iroder comes back just in time with Ulmer to make the saving play. Headwind, back to work. Clearing out lots more space. But Iroder keeps on coming back. Just as Headwind is about to make his move, he does shoulder smash though. Headwind is saying, how many banishments do I need to get before I can open up some space for someone to score here? The answer is however many he had made, that was enough. Because now Jody makes it through, plunging for 30. But no Jody for this next round. Oh, as Ulmer overjumps the Pyre. Now he's the one banishing all the opponents. And he has prayer beats. So Iroder can just walk straight in with him. Stowaway teleports but gets banished. As does Ulmer. Headwind is once again back at it here. However, Iroder returns with his 2 savages, who are once again quickly banished, but now it is Raji back defensively against Jodariel. Headwind doing what he does best. And that is clear out all of the opponents from the arena, giving him time and space to throw in for 20 and leech 10 Pyre Life back for Anor. That time, so good at casting that he casts not only the defender but also himself into banishment. Snadra doing her best Headwind impression here, and it's good enough to get her in for 20. Ulmer back around the far side of the Pyre. Inadvertently hits Anor's Pyre though and bounces out. And close to Headwind, fortunately for Anor. Setting him up for another 20 damage and 10 leech. Now Iroder down to just 10 Pyre Life. Running out of time.
Unfortunate for the withdrawn.
Headwind continues the trend, finishing the job.
The Night Wings prevail. They overwhelmed their adversaries utterly.
GG.
The ceremony is complete.
Alright, we'll head on back, and I believe we do still have a request that was waiting in the queue there. It was Blood Princess's customized elf, if I remember correctly. Casting Nomad's good, confirmed. Alright. Let's set the customize off. We could still do arena, we could still do song if either of those are of interest. Otherwise, we will go back to having randomized exiles, masteries, and talismans from the customize off. Will the scribes? Ooh, okay. What do the scribes have in mind for this customized off match? Well, we're about to find out. We are about to find out. On the boat, no less, we have been waiting for the boat. Technically speaking, we have been waiting for the boat for quite a while now. Okay. Okay, then. What will we get this time? And Failer's ready to hop in after this one? Great. Okay, so for no Harp, Imp, and Worm. Pyre Rotor, Demon, Cur, and Harp. So both teams at least with a Harp apiece. They differ from there. And it is Anor getting started with that Harp. No prayer beads though on Zoxiana, so she's now gone. And of course, Demons on the boat. You'll never say no to those either. Right now, oh, it is Howler form. Or what, is that a legendary talisman on Messenger up there? He does seem to have infinite stamina. Pretty much all the time. Ooh, it must be. Messenger imp. So he makes it all the way through there. Delver. He makes it through. Good for 20, so we know he has at least the first mastery on the right side. Jody versus Zoxiana. Jody wins out initially. Blocked by the defenders, though, and banished. Zoxiana. To the portal, and confirmed no infinite stamina from the portals for Anor. Zoxiana again. Some speed, but not enough to stop Jody from shutting her down. Jody, looking for a little bit of boat magic. Perhaps not quite as significant, though, as I might have been hoping for on that occasion. But it's still enough to get her in here. Plunging for 30. Zoxiana under the defender that time. Switches over into Raji. Must have been the Harp Salute in that case. Oh, and that's a relatively dangerous portal for Anor. Yeah, Anor does have Harp Salute confirmed. Oh, and does have the Imps, or rather Worm Salute as well. So a few little tricks Anor can have up her sleeve here. There is that dangerous portal I was just talking about, and Anor uses it to great effect. It does mean no Zoxiana now. Excuse me, Brighton. That's rude. Orb inadvertently hits Anor's Pyre, and did Anor freeze Iroder as everyone was banished on her side? You don't see that every day. So it would have otherwise been potentially a free score for Iroder. Oh, a little bit of leech there, in addition to the damage from Deluge.
Into the adversary's
Messenger in. Blocks. Has it back though. There is that infinite stamina we were talking about. So he is persistent. That one's successful this time. Jody. Blocked. Has it back. Has banishing throws. That explains how we saw what seemed to be a sort of unexpected banishment on Anor's Harp previously. It explains that, and also explains how Iroder were able to create enough space here for Jody to throw it in for 30. It means we are tied here. However, theoretically, one would assume that Iroder has more damage potential than Anor does. But Anor throws it in for 15, and suddenly now it is a one-score game for either player. For Anor, it doesn't matter who it is. For Iroder, it would presumably need to be Jody. It's a slight advantage to Anor in that sense. Here is Jody. That may not matter to our rotor. Oh, the stunning claim, though.
To each his own.
Just enough to stop Jody in her tracks. What would have otherwise perhaps been the deciding play. Oh, speaking of which, Anor sneaks through to take the win with the
Nightwings
imp.
prevail. Their adversaries confidently thwarted.
GG.
The rite is done.
Well played, you two. The boat match we long awaited for.
Until the next rite.
And Messenger Imp is on a roll today, isn't he? Alright, let's reset ourselves, but I think Baylor was saying he may be ready to get in now. And if so, we may look for someone to swap out so that we can create some room for him. Nor's ready to swap out. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, Nor. GG's, good to have you as always.
Thanks for the matches.
Definitely some good matches in there for sure. Okay, let's see. Let me... I assume that Failure you are already... Oh, then again, is Failure showing up yet on the Steam stuff? Not yet. You know, not yet. You're in? Okay. Let's see. Does Steam agree with you, though?
What up?
How's it going, Failure? Steam does not agree with you. You apparently don't exist on Steam.
I don't exist in real life either.
Confirmed! He's Core's alt! You heard it here first.
Damn it.
The truth is out.
Has given me away.
The truth is revealed. We knew it. We knew it. Can't fool us.
Scribe snuff mod works, by the way. So now, no more misclicks for masteries. I could also give teams a mushroom if they like.
Can you actually equip it?
I don't think you can equip it.
Can we make it so
Damn,
we can
that would
equip
be...
it?
Let's see.
We should make it so you can equip the mushroom, and it has a random talisman effect. It does whatever. It basically randomly rolls the effects of one of the talismans, and you don't know what it is until you actually start the match. Kind of like a customized off, except that on this occasion you're voluntarily subjecting yourself to it.
That would be sick, and I think would be workable. But I don't have the brain for it right now.
Okay.
Let's just play some games.
Someone make a note of that. Write that down! Write that down!
Alright, I'm online, and
Okay.
I'm trying to watch the stream, but I don't have an invite yet.
Let me... He says he's trying to watch the stream. How dare he? How dare he try to watch the stream on Steam Remote Play? The nerve of that individual. No. Invite should be on its way.
Alright, I'll be keyboard again, because I still don't have a proper cable for my controller.
Okay.
Oh, invite didn't work. One more time.
See. Let me know if that one... I still need to reset that, or resend that. Sounded good, on my end at least.
I think I need mouse controls.
Okay, oh, that very well may be the case. That is in fact the case. Should have them now. There you go. Okay. Excuse me. Leave the masteries button alone. Customize we can keep on though. Okay, let me just enter in your information. And let us know, chat, if there is anything we would like to do for this first one between Phaler and iRotor, or if we want to give Phaler a chance to warm up before we throw anything too ambitious.
Yeah, Blood Print test. Clips can be posted here or the Discord. Do both. And post on the official Supergiant Discord too. And literally any other Discords. Spread the message far and wide. You are our messenger imp.
Today is apparently the day of the messenger imp.
Oh, which is the idea. Okay, I thought you meant like clips of highlights and like random plays and
okay,
magic
but
and
it's
stuff.
okay. You wrote it down. You electronically wrote it down in that way, and that is useful. That works too. Life goal accomplished. Checking off the bucket list. All right. Not seeing any requests for this one though, I don't think. So I think you two may be getting off easy here and just going for whatever you want on this first one for this matchup. Wait, did we? Had we hard set the boat? Or is this a random boat? Immediately after we just had one.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Well, Phaler goes Titan Tooth on Jody for the stuns.
I cannot select anything.
Oh. Hold on. Remote play. What are you doing? Let's try... I mean, remote play says you're player 2, but obviously what needs to happen here is that instead we make you player 3, because obviously Pyre is a 3-player game. And now it works perfectly. Look, don't question it. Don't question it. Right, it is Prayer Beads Almer as the first selection here on our rotor's side. Taylor. It's already taken one demon. It is the boat. So he goes Web Lanthorn on a second demon. Iroda goes for the Pyre Life on a harp. Taylor debating Meta Demon versus extra starting Pyre Life. Opts for the speed on the extra Pyre Life, Ignarius. Rotor, also looking Demon, also looking at extra Pyre Life. He goes for the Titan Tooth for the stuns. Alright, here we are. And it is Irotor getting it started very quickly. Might have even gotten knocked into the fire. Looks like Almer went flying in. Here's Jody for Phaler. Banished though.
See what transpired there.
Jody for Iroder. She's banished. Race for the orb. Phaler wins that one out, but pinned in the corner. And Iroder wins it back. Palmer sneaks just under the defender there, jumping in for 20. But as we were saying before, both players took extra starting Pyre life on several characters. So still a long ways to go in this match. Jody blocked and possibly even stunned from a Titan Tooth.
There.
Iroder's Jody. Stuns Phaler. And jumps in over the puddle. And good for 30.
How very fortunate for the withdrawn.
Iroder quick, but not quite enough distance on the jump to make it all the way through. Oh, and Phaler, a little bit of extra boat magic there. Not quite enough distance on that jump either.
Well, now that was
Iroder nearly sneaks through. Now it is Ignarius for Phaler. For the boat magic, and there it is.
crimes.
Extra jumping distance, and makes this one through. 30 from Iggy. He's now gone in this round, though, and Iroder quickly answers. Launching for 20 with Ulmer.
Shall the withdrawn further
Somehow
press
Ulmer
their
wins that
luck?
race. Jody. Phaler. Against Jody for Iroder. And Jody wins out. I think that is a double Titan Tooth stun. Iroder first to recover. Also first to get banished. Phaler, oh, there's some extra jumping distance. Iroder with Jody.
It was dangerously
Not enough.
close.
Harp plays here from Iroder. Switches into Ulmer, but Ulmer still goes down. Titan Tooth. Oh, both players potentially avoiding the stun there. But not so this time around, as both players definitely are stunned on that occasion.
Brilliantly
Just
done.
enough on that Ulmer jump there. Looked for a second like he was going to come up short. Phaler double blocks the defender there, seemingly, in one jump. Don't see that very often. Just barely threads the needle in between those two defenders, plunging for 30.
The orb is
That means now no Jody, though, for Phaler. Gives out some room. Iggy blocked and stunned.
there.
Jody for Iroder. Knocks back the defenders, but blocked. However, the stun again is big. Is Iroder quick enough now? Yes, he is.
Dariel flung the orb into the flame. Oh,
Phaler now back at full strength, though, and perhaps most significantly with that Titan Tooth demon, which I believe was the one he was missing before. Speaking of which, another double Titan Tooth stun. Iroder. Harp pushes his way in. Iroder nearly with Ulmer there. But Phaler has it back. Jody. Looking to sneak through, but it's once again a double Titan Tooth stun.
a swift recovery.
Phaler banishes Ulmer. Has it back with Jody. But Iroder defends. Ulmer, quick counterattack.
No mercy shown.
Banishes a few of the defenders, but Phaler's still able to defend properly, and as does Iroder. He's got Jody back at the last second there to make the saving play. And an interesting way in which the demons crashed into each other there, and also stunned Phaler, which did leave enough time for Ulmer there. Jody for Phaler. Managed this time. Once again, a strange way in which the characters went crashing into each other. The orb remains unclaimed here. Iroder first to get it. Nearly snuck past. Phaler has it back. And they're leapfrogging over each other.
Tread lightly.
Oh, and Phaler goes on a banishing spree here. Does he have the throwing range? Not quite. But he does at least get off a 20 damage throw here before the defender comes back. Pyre trying to apply the pressure.
Now go.
Failer still has it. Well, the Pyre's doorstep does make it in. Now, was that Failer's stunning demon? Because I think it might have been. As we saw before, those Titan-Tooth demons, they are a big deal. When I rode her with those stuns, rides that momentum to victory.
They brushed aside their adversaries without too much trouble.
GG.
The rite is done.
Alright, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And let us know, chat, if there's anything we want for the next one. If not, of course, we can just have them take whatever they'd like, as we did for the previous one. That works too. And it seems that may be the direction we ought to go in here then.
The fate shall take
They'll be at the nest.
the withdrawn. Welcome.
But no requests,
Who shall conduct the rites?
so take whatever you'd like here.
Alma.
For Failer, that means Ninja Quick Throwing Almer. And similar setup for Rotor, although of the plunging variety rather than the throwing variety.
Exile.
Wetland Thorn. Imp in the second spot for Failer.
Demon.
Speedy Vizpaleth for Irotor. When Failer. Doubles down on the imps. Titan Tooth on Tizo for stuns. So Irotor goes for a Saluting Pamela with a Typhoon Bomb.
Now to the flame.
Both of the savages take each other out upon teleporting to the orb simultaneously. Taylor has his savage back and throws it in with said savage. Slightly quicker than full damage there, 18 rather than 20. This Paleth, Fire Runner knocks back the defenders.
Glory to the sky.
Claims have room for that plunge.
The orb is up.
And the savages continue to take each other out. Tizo, banished. Did set up a portal for Phaler, though it's Irotor pressing here
Has doused the flame.
and scoring. resetting that portal. Once again, the savages take each other out.
Patience, reader.
And Vids just barely catches the edge of the lava there, although that does mean a faster respawn. And so she's already back and already plunging.
Once more like that, and we are
This time, a little
finished
more
here.
patience. All the teleports from the savages, and that means Phaler banishes iRotor and has an opportunity here to throw it in for 20.
Yes.
Phaler times it well once again, the slight delay, so rather than both exiles getting banished, Phaler banishes his opponent. iRotor has won it back here. And Hart pushes his way in for the deciding score.
Withdrawn prevail. They vastly outperformed their adversaries. Thus end this night's proceedings.
GG. Alright, let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
And let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one. And Or turns customize off here. So randomize exiles, masteries, and talismans once again. Still could do arena. Still could do song if either of those are of interest. Otherwise, that looks as though it may be all. And of course, who knows what we'll end up with here. That sounds like a boat.
The fate
Because it is.
versus
For
the
Phaler, it
withdrawal.
is Savage, Sap, and Imp. For iRotor, it is Worm,
Now be
Nomad, and Savage. So both players with a Savage here. That is where the similarities end. Gilman for iRotor nearly snuck through. Oh, Fairy Spirit from Phaler. Gets the infinite stamina on his Imp.
careless.
And trying to go all the way through with that Imp. It nearly does, but sets up a very dangerous portal at the very least.
There.
There's the Fairy Spirit once again. I believe it is on full Fred by the looks of things then for Phaler. Bright Wisp auto-passing on Gilman. Hey, that looks familiar. Gareth. And full Fred. Oh, that... No, that's... Is that the usual Sap throwing distance? I know they have the longest throwing distance, but that did still seem like a very long throw. Stowaway. Has what appears to be the infinite stamina. I assume Mastery is where that's coming from. Gareth. Has a very dangerous portal to use, although iRotor was ready to block it. Gilman. Blocked. Vanished. Phaler. With full Fred. It doesn't say that he has the extra throwing distance talisman when he charges it up, so that should just be the default Sap throwing distance in that case, but as I was saying, it is by default the largest distance there is.
Dousing.
But it's iRotor jumping in with his Worm. That means no Gilman for him in this round.
How sad for
And
the
Snadra casts into that sapling, so it bounces back in her face. Is that a... Almost looked like a canned singularity for a second there on Snadra. What the heck happened to Snadra? She went flying there.
fire of resolve.
But it's Phaler who makes his way in.
Shall
That's a
the
20
fate
damage
test
plunge
their
with
luck,
Gareth.
perhaps?
There's that Bright Wisp. Auto pass. Snadra. Trying to sneak her way through. Oh, nearly jumped over those two defenders. Phaler locks down with the Sap and Sapling, and I mean, there's the Fairy Spirit. If he wants to push, he can try.
A banishment. That was the last
Oh,
of
and
them.
iRotor just barely caught Phaler there.
More
Wolfred
banishment
returns.
for Sandra.
Just barely dodges with his sap, and that might be unblockable from that range. So he'll throw it in with Wolfred for 23.
The orb is up.
Gareth does have the Savage Salute, as we just saw. Pyre are able to intercept it now on the counterattack. Stowaway also has that Savage Salute.
The orb is taken.
There it is, but Phalar able to banish. Snadra also banished. And Gilman returns. Stowaway teleports, banishes herself, banishes the would-be attacker. But there's Gareth.
Quenches the flame. Good.
Pyre comes up short. Phalar once again looking to move forward here with Wolfred. He's certainly trying to play fairly offensively with Wolfred. Ooh, but look at that. Some quick plays. Plunging for 15. The rather speedy Raji.
'Twas almost cruel.
Shoulder smash from Snadra. Suddenly everyone down on Phalar's side. Although it appears as though Phalar has the Numbing Gust. Just quick enough, though, from Snadra. She plunges for 20 and also leaches 10 Pyre life back for Pyre. That might be significant, as that now brings Phalar out of one score range. Gareth nabbed that infinite stamina. Ooh, but Pyre nabbed the orb.
All banished.
Gareth, though, attempt number 2.
Go against the adversary's power.
Phalar may not have wanted to plunge there, but I guess the orb was close enough that when he teleported onto it,
Once more.
that is what he ended up doing, and now he is without Gareth. Pyre zigging and zagging, but still banished.
No.
Snadra, oh, taken out. Opportunity for Phalar here. Oh, last second save for my runner. But if Phalar gets that orb back, that portal is right next
Careless step.
to Iroder's Pyre.
An awkward
However,
situation for the fate.
Iroder able to banish, reset the portal, and almost an opportunity to score there. There is an unclaimed moon drop there.
Yes.
Someone may be able to get that quick infinite stamina source. Not that that would make much difference while Numbing Gust is active. But, oh, Iroder waiting for Phalar to return so that he can throw it rather than plunge, and just barely does so in time. Moon drop is still there for what it's worth. Remaining unclaimed. There is Iroder finally taking it. Gareth. Wolfred and Gareth.
There.
Wolfred does get the Fairy Spirit active, although it's actually Iroder who picked it up there. With the stowaway.
Glorious.
And she goes in. Now I don't think
Now go.
that Iroder has a way to deal 30 damage. Not that it'll matter here, as it is Gareth who gets the winning plunge.
Prevail. 'Twas the will of the 8 scribes which kept their flame alive.
GG.
The rite is ended.
Alright, well played, you two. Let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
Alright, we do have an Exiles request from Honor on Rors's behalf. It is Manly first, flanked by demons. Now, is Orlek allowed, or are we talking quote-unquote normal demons, so therefore no Orlek? He is disqualified. What do we think? To Orlek or not to Orlek? That is the question. Orlek is always allowed. No, I disagree. I mean, he's always allowed, yes, but is he allowed? Orlek is allowed. And allowed. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. People who are not reading chat is like, what is Lid saying?
The fate
Has he gone crazy?
shall confront the withdrawn.
No.
Welcome.
No Orlek
Shall
hate today.
conduct the rites.
So Manly first, then the other two are demons. Orlek is allowed to be one of those other demons. And fittingly, I suppose, it is on the Glade. Manly's home arena. That does make sense.
Manly.
Okay, there goes full rekindling with a stunning Manly. Rotor goes quick throwing Manly and also goes for the opposite when it comes to the masteries, the numbing gust rather than the rekindling.
Ignarius.
Taylor takes Webbed Lanthorn Ignarius in the second slot. And Rotor goes Speedy Vizpaleth. So now the third and final demon, it is allowed for it to be Orlek. And Phaler does just that. Does Rotor choose to do the same, as I think Phaler took the quick throwing talisman for a meta Orlek. However, I believe, isn't that what we saw Rotor take on the sap? So he technically could not take the quote-unquote meta optimized Orlek, and oh, perhaps maybe for that reason Rotor mixing it up a bit here. Goes for Titan Tooth on Ignarius instead. So here we go. Manly first for both players, and the other two exiles are demons. Orlek was allowed, and Phaler chose to take him, although Rotor voluntarily chose not to. So we'll see if Orlek was truly the correct way to go, the optimal way to set up here.
No sign of the fate for now.
Or maybe normal demons were actually the way to do it, as it is Rotor getting it started here with a quick throw from the sap. Battle over the middle of the field.
Banishment for
And it is
all.
Phaler who wins that duel, although Numbing Gust does activate, slowing Phaler down momentarily, although it doesn't really do much to stop Orlek here. Except that he gets knocked way back when Rotor comes back here with Ignarius. From defense to offense, plunging for 30. Of course, that is one of the differences between Orlek and the normal demons, is Ignarius has 30 damage there, whereas if that were an Orlek plunge for my Rotor, it would have been just 25. Of course, Orlek has that extra mobility, much quicker than the other demons, as Phaler demonstrates there. Orlek, oh, not quick enough that time though.
How very sad.
Now everyone down on Phaler's side. Remember, Rotor chose the Numbing Gust, Phaler did not.
Cast from afar into the
So Rotor's still able to sprint and still able to throw even when everyone is down. Whereas Phaler will have a large second life bar. Rotor will not, but it's Phaler throwing in for 20 there with Orlek. Orlek back at it now, and same result. Such seal indeed. Nearly Phaler sprinting his way through.
Punishment for all.
Everyone down, but that is the Numbing Gust. That being said, Orlek is in many ways one of, if not the best characters at combating Numbing Gust, as he is a very speedy walker. That may even have been the reason why Phaler chose to go the Rekindling route rather than the Numbing Gust route with his sap. So a few layers behind the strategies that each player took there. There are the exploding saplings, and again, Iroder can be aggressive with the banishments because he's not concerned about Numbing Gust activating. So playing into his strength relative to Phaler there.
Thoroughly banished.
The other risk with Orlek is that it does take especially long to come back from banishment, and that means more likely that Iroder will find himself with no one back to stop him. Takes advantage of it there.
Your fellow exiles remain banished.
Does so again here, but there is that Rekindling. That is the upside to Phaler's sap selection, as he has the extra life, whereas Iroder does not. Iggy taken out here. Iggy for Phaler. Gets banished, but then Orlek comes in, banishes him, and throws it in for 25. Orlek down for Phaler. I believe he does have a Web Lanthorn, so it is possible for him to get Orlek back in that way. But it has proved difficult.
Good.
Is Iroder quick enough? Not quite. Phaler gets Manly back in time to intercept. But second attempt is good for 25 here, and that means one more score. At least if it's full damage for many of Iroder's exiles would be sufficient, as we have already seen Phaler's Rekindling. There's the Titan Tooth, though, stunning Iroder momentarily. And plenty of time here for Orlek once again with the power walking.
United in banishment.
Waits for the opportunity to throw.
With force of will.
Lands it for 25. Web Lanthorn that time does activate, although now he is brought back Orlek as well. And lead for Iroder. Sneaks through. Throw was off target, though. Orlek banishes with his throw. That is one of the other strengths of Phaler's team relative to Iroder's. Quick banishing throws, and quick throws like this, of course, for scoring purposes. And Iroder at 30 Pyre Life means that now Phaler can finish this with one score as well, although Phaler only has one exile who can do so, that being Ignarius. Anyone else would come 5 damage short. So does Phaler force the issue with Ignarius, or will he take any damage he can get? Well, it is only Ignarius back at the moment. That is Web Lanthorn activating. And they're now back to 2 exiles, although now, well-placed exploding sapling. And it doesn't seem as though Phaler will get anyone back in time, so Iroder throws it in for the winning score.
The rite conducted with aplomb.
GG.
The ceremony is complete.
Interesting to see the very different strategic approaches that both players took there.
Until the next rite.
Hope won. In a way, hope won. That is true, I suppose. Alright, well, let us know, chat, if there's anything else we'd like to do here. If not, of course, we can just have these two take whatever they'd like. That works too. What up to you? Alright, not seeing anything though, so in that case, let's jump back in.
The fate shall now face the withdrawn. Welcome.
And with no requests, that means you can take whatever you'd like here.
The rites.
Oh, hold on, we have a last-second talisman request. I think we can still get this in. Pick a talisman that would catch your exile's eye. A flashy talisman of sorts. Talisman that would catch your exile's eye. Got stuck in the mail. No, Messenger Imp has been on point today. It absolutely did not get stuck in the mail.
I don't really know what to make of this one.
It's something shiny, something that looks extravagant, luxurious. So Phaler goes for the legendary Harp Talisman then. Fiesta's Plume for Pamitha, so she'll get extra damage if she's flying when she plunges, and 50% chance of coming back from that, as if she had a pseudo prayer beads, if you will. Typhoon Bottle on Almer for Iroder. Barker would pick something cursed and spiky. That's true. I suppose you could try to tailor it specifically to the exile.
Tizo.
Dalbert is blind. Which, oh, okay. I was gonna say, you could maybe get creative there. Yeah, wait, can anything catch Dalbert's eye?
Is he actually completely blind? I don't actually know.
I feel like that locks out any Dalbert selections here.
When was this actually meant for? Just the eyes themselves, or?
I mean, it's a metaphor, but still, I don't know. If you want to be technical about it, you could make the case that that excludes Dalbert altogether. It is Black Claw on Ignarius. Does seem like he would perhaps be one of the exiles most attracted to the cursed talismans, along with someone like Barker, maybe. Or a certain other person who also, now that I think of it, definitely comes to mind as well. But the legendary talismans are probably a pretty safe bet, generally speaking. Especially for someone like Volfred, who is very interested in the scribes. What would Snadra say, though? What would catch her eye? I was going to say, before I went into the whole, well, Almer, or rather, Dalbert is blind thing, I was going to say you could do Astral Eye on Dalbert and say, look, now he can see. But alas, here we are, on a team on both sides, with talismans that would catch their exile's eye. Certainly some room for interpretation there. This is at least how the players saw fit to do that. The Typhoon Bottle means that if everyone is banished on our rotor side, Phaler will be unable to sprint, jump, throw, or use any other special abilities, much like Numbing Gust.
So much for Volfred.
A series of banishments here in the middle of the arena. Tizo and Snadra make that just Tizo. But suddenly Almer returns, teleports to the orb, and makes a mad dash to the Pyre. Aggressive play there from Pamitha. Sees it all the way through for a 20 damage plunge.
The pyre on each side. Ooh.
The Pyre on each side. Ooh. Typhoon Bottle activates. Almer, though, still quick enough to make it in here. He plunges, but it does mean he is now gone for this round. That leaves just Snadra at the moment for Iroder. Now she's gone, but again with that Typhoon Bottle, it does slow Phaler down, at least until Ignarius returns, although Phaler saw it coming and flew over him, and in for 25, so extra damage on Tizo. Not something you see all that often. Oh, and sneaky maneuver there from Pamitha, and despite the Flappy Bird, 50-50 chance of her technically being flying or not when she made it in. It did count. So got the extra 5 damage, although did not get the 50% chance of coming back like prayer beads. Wolfred's on the run, but he's down, and Phaler took the numbing gust. So that, similarly to the Typhoon Bottle that Iroder took, slows down Iroder, but he still makes it in here.
Into the adversary's flame.
Shoulder smashed. Knocks back one defender. Knocks back another. Can't knock back the third.
'Tis taken.
Wolfred inches closer. Knows the throwing route, but it's slightly short. And he returns. Banishes everyone. Phaler gets his defenders back, though. Pamitha is up to the task. Through the portal she goes, and she has an opening.
Well, I dare say.
Extra damage again. Will she come back or not? She will.
The right has nearly ended.
Iroder nearly saw a way through there. So Phaler now, with just 5 more damage he needs, does not need to be picky. Just about anything would do. That included.
The fate prevail.
GG.
Perfectly agreeable performance overall. The right is complete.
Well played, you two. Let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
Alright. And it is starting to get a little late, so I'm wondering if this might even be our penultimate rite here before our Liberation Rite. If so, that would mean this would be our last chance to get any requests in, if there is anything you still want to see between these two, before the night is through. So let us know if there is anything you'd like. If so, we can make that happen here. Otherwise, of course, we could just have them take whatever they'd like. But that is, of course, what we'll see for the Liberation Rite as well. Seeing no such requests at the moment, though. So this one may still be up to the players. So let's get started. Oh, well.
The fate
Well, this is also at the
shall
fall.
take on the
So,
withdrawn.
you know, interpret this however you will. Maybe
Well
it's
done.
a practice match before the Liberation Rite.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Or maybe the players don't want to show their hand before we're about to go into the real deal after this match.
Alma.
It's Almer as the lead for both players. Amir may or may not be rigging the game. Raji is second, for Phaler. So that's Fate member number 2. Murder goes Typhoon Bottle on Tamitha. Phaler eyeing a second Savage. Doing a little eeny, meeny, miny, mo to figure out what talisman it ought to be. It ends up with the Banishing Throws. Last choice for our rotor is Speedy Vizpaleth with extra Pyre life. And here we go in what might look like a Liberation Rite, but it is not. A prequel to Liberation Rite, yes. But this one is not the real deal. There's the Banishing Throws Phaler is using to great effect, clearing out space for the stowaway. Both players looking to salute and teleport to the orb, but have to time it to avoid getting their exile banished, and it's Phaler. Gets the orb and gets it in for 20 on that throw. Both players, the standoff there, waiting for the other player to do it first.
Thrust into the fire.
Like so, because if they are second, they can banish their opponents. Otherwise, they will be banished.
Fire's flames.
Now it's Iroder, plunging for 30 with Vizpaleth.
The Nightwing's adversaries gained an edge.
That time, Phaler waited so long that Iroder just did it. It did not get banished, although Phaler now has won it back. Iroder with Almer, though. He's won it back. He's blocked and banished. Phaler with the stowaway, banishes with the throw. Close to the Pyre, but Almer came back for Iroder just in time to make the defensive play. The orb is hiding there.
The orb.
But they found it. And it's Phaler, but he's intercepted. Tamitha nearly makes it through. But Typhoon Bottle active now, and Phaler far enough away from the Pyre. And unlikely to be able to do anything with it until Iroder gets someone back. And it is Tamitha, who intercepts. Gets it over to Almer. Gets his stamina back.
Quite the close call.
Still banished. Stowaway, banished as well. Tamitha. Harp pushes, but did a little preemptively.
Vanished, one and all.
Phaler was eyeing that portal only to realize that it won't take him far. So goes the old-fashioned way instead, although his throw is still intercepted. Almer. Oh, over the defender and in.
Glory from old Dalbert's boy.
Good for 20. Phaler teleports and snipes. Good for 20. That keeps this one close. Now, Iroder intercepts. Looks to move in with Vizpaleth. Phaler wins it back, though. Moves in with Almer. His throw intercepted, though.
Sorry, Alma.
And it's Iroder with Tamitha. Once again, trying the harp push. Phaler able to fend it off. His Paleth banished, although the follow-up from Iroder's Almer.
Now go.
Phaler looking to return the favor, and does.
Orbs engulfed.
However, with 35 Pyre life left, it's not possible yet for Phaler to win this with one score, whereas with 30 Pyre life, Vizpaleth could do it for Iroder.
Orb is taken.
She is particularly dangerous, and she's still hanging next to Phaler's Pyre, although now after that score, suddenly Phaler can finish it with anyone.
Now.
Whereas Iroder, it would need to be Vizpaleth, no one else would have enough. Here is Vizpaleth. Close, but not close enough.
There.
Taylor with Ulmer. Against Tamitha. Intercepted. High Rotor. Loses one. Taylor momentarily wins it back. High Rotor back with it. Oh, and almost sneakily switches in Vids there for what could have been the deciding play. Tamitha switches to Ulmer, but he's banished. Ulmer for Failure has the opening. Oh, and seemingly stolen or intercepted from behind, but no one to stop Ulmer this time, so he plunges in for the win.
The fate prevail. Meanwhile, their adversaries wallow in defeat.
Well played.
The rite is ended.
And a last-minute core appearance. But we'll head on back now.
Until the next rite.
Just in time, I might add, for what now looks to be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite between Failure and Iroda. We, of course, were just at the Fall of Solium, so it'll be interesting to see, and there were no requests for that one, it'll be interesting to see if the players choose a very similar setup this time in what was a very close match, or if they look to mix it up a little bit here and throw a bit of a curveball at their opponents. Let's go for the Withdrawn, Never to Return. So no requests for this one. This will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. So both players finishing things off in style. Will it be the same way they did in the previous match, or will it be something entirely different? Let's find out.
Why, hello, exiles. You stand upon the Fall of Solium. Here one of you may walk the path to glory. Only the righteous shall emerge victorious. The Fate stand prepared. The Withdrawn stand ready. Who shall conduct this rite?
Okay, so the circumstances are much the same. Same arena. However, the stakes much higher, as this is now our liberation rite. It was very Savage-centric last time around for both players. Will that continue to be the case here, though? Well, both players do lead with Ulmer. I believe it was Web, Landport, and Raji in the second spot for Failure in the previous match as well. So looking very similar from Failure thus far. But if it is to be the same setup, then might Iroda be able to scheme something up here to counter it more directly? He will stick with Typhoon Bottle on Saluting Pamitha, which I believe is what he took last time round, so very little difference from my roto thus far as well. Taylor, however, took a second Savage in his last spot in the previous match. this time he goes for a speedy crone, so that is a significant difference with that final selection for Phaler. We saw Vids was the final choice for Iroder last time. So it was a demon. Oh, heads up, he switched characters. And this time may not be Vids, but it is still a demon. A speedy Jody at that. And this is our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. Phaler on the left representing the fate. Iroder on the right representing the withdraw. Best of luck to you both.
The orb is up. A mere attempt. Oof. How utterly brazen. The Fate have gained an edge for now. Oh. Alas for Jodariel. Oh. Good. Jodariel's aim was true. No more than a lick of flame remains.
human.
There it
The
is.
fates have proved their worth.
GG.
Of their adversaries, the same cannot
Good game.
be said.
Well played, you two. Great one to finish things off with.
Ends the liberation rite.
That was, in fact, our Liberation Rite, our final rite of the night. So thank you, everybody, who participated in the rite today. Thank you, everybody, who gave us the request today in chat as well. Intense one to finish things up, absolutely. Absolutely. But I will hop out of Discord. I will see you guys next week. I will also kick them out of remote play if they haven't left already themselves. They have. They know. They know how it goes. But I'm not quite done with it yet, chat, because that was, as we were just saying, our final rite of the night, our Liberation Rite. Thank you, everybody who gave us the request today, and thank you, everybody who participated in the rites as well. This was, of course, Pyre Community Rite Night, and if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then the best way to do so is by joining the Rite Club Discord server, where we coordinate all this stuff, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. My name is Lids. I'm hosting these Rite Nights. Our streaming schedule is Fridays, is Mass Effect Andromeda the campaign. We are very, very likely to finish the Andromeda campaign this next Friday. And after that, we will probably replace the Andromeda campaign with Andromeda multiplayer, so be on the lookout for those things to be coming up soon. Then on Saturday, it's Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Then on Sundays, of course, it's Pyre multiplayer, Rite Night. Then Lids Vids on YouTube as well, posting the VODs for all those streams, so if you missed anything, you can catch it there as well. Also doing some Gwent videos, the Witcher-themed card game, as well as some Thronebreaker, the Gwent campaign, all on YouTube. And if you haven't done so yet already, you can also hit the follow button to get a notification for when I go live. Just follow me on Twitter, @LidsVids. I post there when I'm live as well. But actually, the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids is by joining my own Discord, which you can do by clicking on that link right there. But that's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.